So today I'm going to show you how to make a very authentic chicken tandoori, and also I'm going to show you how to make smoke right on your stovetop to give it that beautiful barbecue flavor. So let's get started. We're going to take chicken leg quarters and I'm going to make slits on them so that our beautiful marinade can seep into it. So take a knife and score your chicken slightly on the diagonal. So here we have an array of spices, and these are all the right South Asian spices that you would need for pretty much anything that you're making. We're just going to throw everything in a bowl, starting with paprika, cayenne pepper, chickpea flour, turmeric, cinnamon powder, coriander powder, and cumin powder. They're going to give so much really good aroma to our chicken, and some salt obviously. To add some liquid to this and make this marinade a little bit on the lighter side, we're going to add some full yogurt. Now this is Indian style yogurt. Definitely get your hands on either that or a plain Greek yogurt would work just as well. And now we have ginger garlic paste, really essential for any kind of Indian or Pakistani cooking. And to give a little bit of that zest, we're going to take half a lemon and squeeze it right into your marinade. And we're going to give it a whisk. And it's going to be a really thick paste. So go ahead and take your marinade, and we gotta get your hands in there and really work it into the slits of the chicken. It's gonna be messy, but it's going to be worth it at the end. So because we have a little bit of that lemon flavor in this and the zest from the lemon, it's gonna help to kind of tenderize the chicken as well while it's baking. So now I've wrapped this with cling film and I'm going to pop it in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours, or overnight is ideal, and then we'll be ready to bake it in the oven. Now I had some chicken marinating in my fridge. So grab your tongs and transfer these over to your tray. And they smell really delicious. Bake this tray in the oven for 15 minutes. Then we'll lower the temperature to 400 and bake it for an additional 30 minutes, flipping the chicken halfway through. Then as a final touch, we're going to turn on the broiler, position our rack to the top of the oven, and to give it that beautiful charred flavor, we will broil this for another 10 minutes, flipping halfway through. So now while my chicken is in the oven, I'm going to make a very delicious mint and cilantro raita. For that, I'm gonna take some cilantro and mint. You're really just gonna whip this up and put it into your mortar. Now we're gonna slice up a little bit of green chili just to give it that added kick. So throw that in there. So I'm just gonna add a touch of water, just a little bit. So we're really looking for a paste. So this is a really fun part. You just kind of bring it all together. It's a bit of a workout. Okay, now once you've banged this quite a bunch of time, we're going to put all of this into our yogurt. This is perfect, and I also like to thin the dip a little bit, so I'm gonna add a little bit of water. Really, this depends on you. If you like a thicker consistency, by all means, don't add water. So one final touch to our raita is a little bit of salt. Definitely want salt in there. So depending on where you live in Pakistan, you might call this chutney. Now my chicken has fully cooked in the oven. It's charred on the top and the smoky flavor is still there. But because I promised that I'm going to show you how to make smoke on your stovetop, let's get to the fun part. So to create the smoke, we're going to take a charcoal. And these are the ones I usually use for hookahs. And we're going to light it up directly on the stovetop. Be very careful with this step. Just take some metal tongs, and this will take, I want to say, about a couple minutes to fully light up. So this coal's been burning up for quite a while, but if you can see, the top and the end, like the tops of it, are nice and burnt. So these are good to go. So I'm going to turn off my stove. Now the next step is to grab a foil, and we're going to make a little blanket so that we can nestle our coal in. Your stove's off, so we're not going to cook anything, and we're going to gently place it in the center. So grab your tongs, place your chicken around it. So now in one hand you will have your oil, in the other keep your lid on. So we're just going to basically trickle a little bit of oil and watch what happens. This is exactly what we want. And pop the lid on because the smoke is going to seep into my chicken. Now leave this sitting for about 5 to 10 minutes and let it do its magic. Now here I have a side salad that's very traditional. It's just basically pickled onion and tomatoes seasoned with salt, pepper, and a little squeeze of lemon juice. Now let's check on our chicken. It's been smoking for a while. Whoa, this is, oh my gosh, it smells actually really good. So we are ready to serve this. like the crispy bits of it, the spices in there. It's going to make for a delicious chicken tandoori. This is a traditional Pakistani fare that you must try, especially if you want to be transported to a completely different place. Barbecue, everybody loves it, everybody goes crazy for it, but not everyone has tried this at home.